Brexit trade talks are on edge at the moment as the EU and UK grapple to reach a deal before the deadline, but experts have suggested the bloc actually has more to lose than the UK if the two sides have to settle for no deal. After Prime Minister Boris Johnson put his foot down and rejected the EU's requests to extend the transition period, time is running out for negotiators. The two sides are in a standoff primarily over access to British fisheries, a so-called level playing field, and the governance of the agreement. EU figurehead and German Chancellor Angela Merkel also told Britain this week that it would have to live with the consequences of life with far looser ties to the EU than Theresa May had originally planned. However, some commentators have pointed out that post-Brexit Britain will fare better than the EU, even though it is significantly smaller. Writing in August last year, business and economics commentator Jeremy Warner suggested the EU has more to fear. In a Telegraph article, he pointed out how some nations within the EU will be severely affected by Brexit. He explained, most damaged is Ireland, with its very close trading relationship with the UK. The forecasts from the Central Bank of Ireland last year predicted that output will drop by 4 percentage points in the country, 2 years after Brexit, with 34,000 jobs lost in the short term, and 100,000 in the long term. The writer then pointed to the findings of the think tank Bertelsmann Stiftung, which said that the Netherlands would struggle too, as would the administrative districts of Düsseldorf, Cologne and Upper Bavaria. Mr. Warner concluded, almost no country or region emerges entirely unscathed. He also suggested that the EU's foundations are not as strong as previously thought. He said, as we saw during the Eurozone debt crisis of 2010–2013, Europe is an economic and political tinderbox whose fault lines are hugely amplified by a still dysfunctional monetary union. It wouldn't take much to set things off again. He added that the euro is more vulnerable to a potential post-Brexit recession and there is little which the bloc could do to help it recover. Mr. Warner explained, the forces of disintegration pulling at the EU's centralizing purpose would come racing back, this time there are even fewer tools with which to fight them. The European Central Bank is out of ammunition.